Let's see what happened. Oh, we're live. Hi. Our computer's a little janky there. Here we go.
Yeah, it is.
Woo! Now we're good.
Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. We're back with the live streams. If you can hear us, if you're in the chat, please let us know.
I can hear it.
Okay. We just got our microphone plugged back in. So
never mind. I know it's working.
Okay, cool.
I could hear it on mine.
Cool. We have new plushy friends behind us.
Cozy knits.
Today.
They're all cozy knits.
They are all cozy knits.
And they are awesome.
They are. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday so far.
I am.
Good. That's good.
I know. Better be.
You gotta be. Bonjour. Hello, cozy knits. Hi, Emma. Emma has a headache.
Oh, I'm sorry. Rub peppermint on your feet.
Oh, yeah. Do you have any peppermint essential oil? If you do, rub it on the bottoms of your feet. That helps.
Doesn't look like her microphone's working.
You can hear us okay, yeah? Yeah.
Let me check.
Okay.
Just keep talking.
Okay, yeah. Give us put some peppermint essential oil on the bottoms of your feet. It helps. And on your temples. Okay, good.
Just don't get it in your eyes.
Yeah, just put it on your temples right here and on the bottoms of your feet.
Just don't get it in your eyes.
I should have told you that earlier. I'm a bad massage therapist friend. Bob's checking that. Emma said she can hear us. Okay. Okay.
I muted it somewhere.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay. It's kind of like dark and gloomy here today. I know. I'm a terrible massage therapist friend. Is it good?
Yeah. Okay. We're all good.
Cool. So what are we talking about today?
Oh, yay. Guess what? It's been a long, hard journey, but we finally made it. 2K.
Woo!
Yay for 2K.
Yay for 2K.
I'm so happy. And guess what? We got to thank you people that are watching us. Thank you so much for getting us there and for helping and for being with us and staying with us. Especially our channel members, which I'm going to give a shout out to right now. We got A. Grubb. We got Mike Temple, King Daddy, Fun and Fancy Free Floridians, James Ryan, Cindy Ellicott, and Emma and John. It's Cindy and Mike and Emma. I mean, Cindy's been with us since day one. Almost,
yeah, I know. Thanks for sticking with us for so freaking long.
Yeah. And Mike and all you other guys. You guys are so awesome. We love you all, and it's just been a great journey, and I'm glad you've been a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't have done this without you guys. You guys keep us going. You celebrate our successes, and you listen to us when
we whine and cry about our failures.
Especially Emma and John.
When we go, oh man,
I'm gonna quit. Yeah.
Well, most of you people don't hear that. Emma hears that.
Emma hears it a lot. So yeah, huge big thank you to everybody that has subscribed or stopped by or commented or become a member. It really, really does mean a great deal to us. It's very,
and it was
important.
And when we finally hit 2K, it was my idea to do this, by the way, because Kelly's kind of like, what are we going to talk about? And I'm like, well, you know what?
Did I say in that voice too?
She kind of did.
What are we going to talk about?
Like, I don't want to. Anyway, I forced her. So if this goes tits up, as they say,
true Bob form,
it's on me.
Keeping it classy.
Anyway, I thought it was interesting because when we first started this journey, it was like blind men leading the blind. We knew nothing.
Yeah, we had no idea what we were doing.
No.
And we were just like, let's start a YouTube channel and let's buy a camera and let's go.
I know. And so that's how it happened. And then we got caught up in the whirlwind, the maelstrom. And
that is the YouTube.
We have not been able to get out. We've scratched and clawed a couple of times, but we're still in it.
Yeah, we're in it for the long haul.
We are in it for
the long haul. So if anybody in the chat has any questions for us, I don't care what they are. Like, what'd you eat for dinner last night? It doesn't really matter. We're open to any questions at all because we're just here having fun. It's nothing formal. We're just gonna chat and hopefully make you guys laugh and make ourselves laugh.
Maybe a few of you will cry. Who knows?
maybe me.
Yeah, I know. Kelly,
if anybody's gonna cry, it'll be me because I am the crier in the group.
Anyway, so it just in case we kind of look back on our videos sometimes and we just go, wow, Wow, I can't believe we were there. Like our first video with the cruise that is just Kelly hardly wanted to be on the camera. She was very nervous about, filming in front of people, and I have no shame, so I didn't worry about it. And now I can't get it out of her hands. So
yeah, it's because I'm a control freak. That's
Yeah.
why I became more of a control freak. I think about YouTube and stuff over there.
You just channeled it. You were always a control freak.
I kind of was.
But you channeled it into this versus other things. You've let go of certain things in our regular day lives, and you've
channeled it into YouTube.
Clamped onto it with all.
Well, at least it's in a concentrated area.
Both hands and both feet.
So that's good. Yeah. We are going to talk about some highlights and lowlights. Hi, Kay. How are you? Candy corn.
Candy corn.
Bob loves candy
corn. Oh my God,
corn.
I love candy corn. Yeah, and that martini was amazing.
It was. What is your favorite Halloween candy, by the way?
Candy corn's first.
Is it?
Yep.
For real?
For real. I could eat candy corn all day long. I like the little sections, there's like the yellow, orange, and the red.
Do you have to like bite off each
section?
section?
Bite off each section. It's kind of a game.
Okay.
Yeah. And I love it.
I do like candy corn. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I did like that martini though that we did. That was really good. I think my favorite Halloween candy is I like Milky Ways.
Yeah.
I'm like obsessed with Milky Ways. I'm obsessed with caramel right now for some reason. So
my second favorite would be Almond Joys.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of coconut.
No, I love coconut.
Yeah.
Coconut's good.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's talk about that. Let's talk about our progression from Food and Booze Friday into Martini Mondays.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing to talk about.
How'd you like that segue?
That was great.
Uh-huh. So, like you said, we've had some successes, we've had some failures. We like to try things, and then sometimes they flop, sometimes they do okay.
I think just like anything, you got to try stuff and see if it flies. And then if it doesn't fly, it's like, okay, we did try that for a while.
Yeah, so. we did the Food and Booze Fridays. We actually did some cooking on the Food and Booze Fridays, which I kind of liked. I thought that was fun. We had some nice stuff like the barbecue, pulled pork barbecue French fries.
Oh yeah,
that
from
we
Animal
did
Kingdom.
That one time.
Yes.
Animal Kingdom.
Pulled pork cheese fries.
Yeah, and one of my favorites. Oh my gosh, one of my favorites was the Cheshire Cat tail.
Oh yeah,
Cheshire Cat.
That brings back some memories.
That was so good. Yeah.
Tell us, you guys that are in the chat. Hey, Chris, how are you? If you have been with us for a long time, do you guys have a favorite video series? Series, vlog series, anything that we did? Let us know because I would like to hear that.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
So yeah, Food and Booze Friday kind of progressed into Martini Monday.
Kind of did. Well, we kind of got out of the Food and Booze Friday. I don't know why. We started doing the food reviews as part of our trip vlogs because
we did. Yeah, we started doing restaurant reviews like in
the restaurant
series,
instead of sitting down and doing the reviews. But we made a drink or two. We made cocktails on Food and Booze Friday occasionally. They weren't all about martinis, but they were cocktails.
Right.
So I think the reason why we're doing Martini Monday is because it's an alliteration.
And it's fun.
That's mine. It's like some of these martinis we kind of take poetic license with, and they are just cocktails that we put in martini glasses.
Emma and John, you're required to like all of our trip vlogs.
Yes, you are. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Kate. Yeah, the Norwegian cruise vlogs that we're doing right now, they've been some of my favorites.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
I think what I really like about it is it's still kind of in our comfort zone, but it's just a little bit different. I mean, I never in a million years thought that we'd get to Norway. And that was thanks to Emma. That was Emma's idea. She's like, you guys want to go to cruise to Norway? And we're like, well, yeah, pretty much.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, Martini Monday. Do you want to talk about that just for a minute?
Just for a little bit more.
Okay.
I mean, and what's really funny about Martini Monday is it's kind of a slow burner, so to speak. Because at first we were thinking, okay, 10 people are watching, 10 people like our martinis. Yeah, nobody says no to going to Norway, Emma.
Don't say no to Norway.
Nobody says it. They don't go, no.
No,
I will not go to Norway.
Not go to Norway.
Unless you're Norwegian. They may say that. They may like,
I don't think they will.
Been there. Anyway. So, anyway, it's kind of a slow burn. And we were, because here we are. This is what we do. Like all the time.
We overanalyze the crap out of everything.
We overanalyze the crap out of everything. I kind of like say, because I've noticed a trend. I've noticed a trend that some of our most popular videos now started off really slow and then they grew. So you never know. That's what it is. YouTube is like,
YouTube is hard to figure out.
You want to
you
knock your
guys.
head against the wall because, and finally, I just took Kelly, give up. You can't figure it out. There's nothing there to figure out.
I think I like for a solid year and a half, I was trying to figure out YouTube analytics.
Oh no, she's
how it
4
worked.
years. She's still trying
Tom
to figure.
and Paul, hi guys. How
Still
are you?
trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Still to this day.
I'm not as bad as I was.
No, but
I'm
you're
kinda just
starting to
like-
let go just a little bit more because we were talking about the analytics the other day, and I said you just gotta. Those don't make sense because they're not always correct.
Ooh, Martini Masterclass. I like that.
Oh,
Tom and Paul said it's
well,
our
Tom and
Martini
Paul, thank you. I hope
Masterclass.
you enjoy those little drinky drinks because you know what, we sure as heck do. And then when we film 3 in a row, it gets really fun.
It gets kind of interesting.
Yeah,
because we do try to batch film our martini. Jerry, Hatbox
Hi,
Ghost, how are
Jerry.
you? Thanks so much for being here. So back to Martini Monday. We thought that we had made a decision.
Yeah, we were like going, I think we're gonna kind of like let this
Retire
one
Martini.
retire after the end of the year. But then we started looking back on our video views and it's starting to gain traction.
Yeah, so it's weird how we were talking about trying things and you think they're not going to be going well, and
But we've
you're
only
like,
been
"Should
doing
we
this.
keep doing
We
it?"
haven't even been doing this for 6 months.
No, we haven't.
So it's got to get time to get
Yeah.
going. And I personally, I love filming the Martini Mondays. That's one of my favorite things to do is film Martini Monday.
Yeah, I don't know. Are we gonna if we continue? So we have decided to continue Emma Martini Monday because Emma's like, don't, and I'm like,
No, she's like, you made a commitment.
You made a commitment.
You need to do it.
I know. Because I'm like, is it still working?
She's
Is
our
it
Jiminy
working?
Cricket.
We get 10 people that watch, but then, over time it gets a little better. So yeah, we are going to continue with Martini Monday.
Oh yeah, we got some really good ones coming up for the holidays.
Loved your Nana Wolf costume.
Thank you. That's one of my favorites too. I actually have a prosthetic wolf nose that goes with it, but I wasn't going to glue that on.
Believe it or not, we have a very extensive costume closet.
Yeah, Halloween costumes.
And that's not to sound like weird or like creepy.
Yeah, but in the UK, the fancy dress, we got it covered.
And it's because we have our own business and we would dress up for Halloween every year at work. It's not because we have some weird costume fetish.
I do.
So yeah.
I had one rule about costumes is I had to change my appearance completely.
Hi Fulton, how are you?
And it usually involved gluing something on myself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, you always wanted to change the way your face looked.
Always.
Yeah.
So people wouldn't recognize me.
So anyway, we're continuing with Martini Monday.
Mr. Fulton Mraz.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if we're gonna, do 5 years of Martini Mondays because that's a lot of. We may change it into
just cocktails
at some point.
Yeah, but I don't know how we're gonna make that work with Cocktail Monday or
maybe we'll do Tiki Tuesday or
I
don't know. We'll figure it out when we.
Yeah, throw some suggestions at us.
It's amazing how many different kinds of martinis there are in this world.
Well, like I said, they're kind of there's really. I know I'm getting really picky about this, but there's only 3 kinds of martinis. Everybody else just calls it a martini.
Wasted Wednesdays.
Wasted Wednesday. Oh, like that. I like that one. You guys got game. I like that. So, well, yeah. So we could do Wasted Wednesdays. I don't mind doing that.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
But we're gonna continue to grow our liquor cabinet, I think.
Yeah. And in our knowledge of mixology.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun actually learning how to make martinis.
And believe it or not, I've come up with the recipes on some of these.
You have.
I made them up. So, and some of the ones were the best. They were awesome.
Yeah. So it's been fun.
So we got 2 more left for this month and 2 more fancy dressed outfits.
We do have fun. We do have fun with them. So yeah, and that's all that really matters.
And I said, and then November, of course, is fall. So we got some good stuff coming up.
Well, we could tell them what we're going to do if y'all want to know.
If you guys want to know, we're going to tell you, okay, November, we're doing dessert martinis. The ones that you would call a dessert, like a key lime pie, like a pineapple upside down cake, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
So these are going to be really
yeah.
tasty and
kind of Thanksgiving for us in November.
Yeah.
So when I think of Thanksgiving, desserts the first thing that comes to my mind.
Yeah, like pies and just desserts, yum stuff.
Oh, the one that John's like, yes,
that's right.
I like those too.
And then on December, we're going to do holiday martinis.
Like
chocolate peppermint, different kinds of stuff that you would think of for Christmas.
Right. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited that we decided to continue Martini Mondays.
Yeah, I kind of am
too.
So anyway, you guys went through, we've had other stuff because I remember when we don't want to go into the pandemic yet, do we?
No.
Okay. So, how we started in 2018, our cruise vlog was our first, and then we kind of did some Disney here and there. And that's when we really started getting into doing Disney. Because
Jerry wants to know what your hat says.
My hat says Disney Cruise Line.
Disney Cruise Line. Hi, Allie. How are you? Oh, thank you so much for being here.
It's a whoop whoop for the Disney, because we just got off the Disney cruise. And
we did.
It was an amazing trip.
Yeah.
So, and then we just started, and then we started we got to Hawaii that year. So we did a Hawaii vlog with the Alani. And that one to us was amazing because that one got a lot of play. And
it was new to us. That was the first time you had ever been to Hawaii.
I'd never been to Hawaii.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
So speaking of Hawaii, should we tell them?
Yeah.
We're gonna go back to Hawaii.
We're going back in March.
Yeah, we are gonna go back to Hawaii in March for spring break. Oh, cool! You're going on the fantasy in November. That's awesome.
I want to go on the fantasy. We've done 3 of the 5, but we got the Wish coming up in February.
3 of the 5?
I said 3 of the 5. 3 of the 5. Okay. 3 of the 5. We got the Wish coming up in February. They give us 4.
Yeah.
And then we just need the
Hi, Crystal and Jim.
Freaking fantasy.
Yeah. We need the problem with the fantasy cruises is they're all like 7 nights. And it's,
fine. They got some that are 5.
They got a couple
5
that
to
are
7.
5 to 6.
Yeah.
So we would, that's our, thank you, Fulton, so much for that.
We will get the fantasy. It just won't be soon.
Yeah, we've like looked at it and been like, and then we'd find something else. But we've been on the Magic, the Wonder. Hi, FBP. How are you? Thank you so much. You're so sweet. We've been on the Magic, the Wonder, the Dream.
The Magic.
We're gonna go on the. I said Magic.
Okay, the Magic.
We're gonna go on the Wish in February. So we just have the fantasy.
That's our goal.
And then the new one that comes out, Treasure. I don't know when the Treasure is going to come out.
I don't know either. It's probably another year.
Yeah.
Because they just announced the name of it. I don't even know if they're building it yet or not.
Oh, yeah. They're building. It's probably halfway done.
Okay. Well, who knows? So anyway,
says, don't go back to Hawaii. My wife will watch and hassle me. So we're going to use our DVC points.
Yes.
Hawaii.
At the Alani.
Yeah. Oh, you guys have the Dream in August? That's awesome. Because the Dream's coming to the UK.
Yeah.
Which is super cool.
Yeah, it's doing the transatlantic cruise.
Yeah.
That the Magic
I think that's awesome because if those of you guys that have been on Disney cruises, we just got off of the Wonder.
The Magic.
Magic. Sorry, I get them mixed up with Emma and John. There's quite a big difference between the smaller ships and the bigger ships.
I got to tell you, the Dream so far is my favorite ship. Until we do the Wish, I would say the Dream is my favorite ship. I love the Dream. I love the stuff that they have. I love the activities there is to do on the Dream because it's different.
It is.
There's a little more space and a little more things to do on the Dream versus the Magic and the Wonder.
Right.
I mean, the Wonder and the Magic are great.
They're great ships. Yeah, they're really great ships.
Because everybody is like, and I tell you, I'm going to give you a little heads up about next week. We're going to do a little chatty chat about the cruises because, So if you guys want to, we're going to do 2 live streams in a row. Can you believe that? 2 weekends in a row.
Like the good old days. I know.
And it's going to be about the cruises versus the parks.
Right. Exactly.
So, I mean, not versus, compared to the parks.
Compared to.
So I know it's like apples and oranges, but there are things that are, they both have seeds. So we're going to concentrate on the things that should be the same.
Right.
is what we're going to do.
So FBP says fantasy is the only one we haven't made it on yet either. Yeah, someday.
Someday we'll get the
We
fantasy.
hope to. Yeah.
Yep.
Because I had seen there were a couple that was like one a year the fantasy does, like a 5-night cruise with the 2 stops at Castaway Key. You know, we were trying to snag that one.
Just sometimes it just doesn't
Sometimes
work.
it just doesn't mesh with schedules.
Yeah.
And now that Kaya's in high school, it's a little bit harder for us to take her out of school
and go and do these
things. So this year's a little, or this next year.
This next year is going to be a little bit
just
less.
a little bit different. Yeah.
We're probably going to be doing more live streams.
And maybe some local stuff.
And some local stuff. We do have some local stuff coming up. It's going to be cool because some of it's going to be fun.
So Jerry says he was booked on the Wish when it was first open. Had Disney had to cancel. They gave us 50%. Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
so
wow.
you booked
cruises for the price of one.
2 cruises for the price of one. That's awesome.
That's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
See, there were some benefits to the pandemic.
Yeah, you just gotta
find them.
Use it to your advantage, I guess. Speaking of that, if you want to go there, we were able to go back to the parks when they first opened, and that was really cool.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
And our journey
was
journey of YouTube.
Exactly. We said, well, since we don't have anything else to do, the parks are going to be open. I mean, the weirdest thing was when we went back to the resort stay before the parks were opened. This was for Kelly's birthday in 2020. And we stayed there how many nights? 3, 2?
We were at Wilderness Lodge or Copper Creek. I think we stayed there for
4 nights.
Was it 3 or 4?
It was 3 or 4.
Hey Nick, how are you? Thank you so much.
Because we went to Savannah.
Yeah, we went to Savannah, Georgia, and then we drove back to Disney.
And we stayed. The weirdest thing that really struck me was like how quiet it was, because you don't realize what you're hearing until it's gone. Because when we were at the Wilderness Lodge, there were no boat whistles, there were no train whistles, there were no monorail sounds, there was nothing going, no roller coasters, nothing.
No buses going beep beep beep. Yeah,
nothing. It was just dead silent, and that's where this brainchild idea came from. Sounds of Disney.
Yeah, so we did a little mini series, I guess you could say, called Sounds of Disney. It was really weird. It was oddly quiet, and it was kind of, I don't know. It was
spooky. It was kind of spooky.
Yeah, because you think of Disney and you think of all the sounds associated with Disney,
all the activities and everything that's going on.
Like you could be blindfolded, and we could stick you in a certain area of Disneyland or Disney World, you know, Tomorrowland, Fantasyland, blah, blah, blah.
Or Epcot.
Or Epcot. So we decided we were going to do a 5-minute or less little video of the sounds of Disney, because that's what we missed. But it didn't take off.
I don't think it translated, because I don't think people understood. I mean, I wouldn't have, honestly, if I hadn't been there with it so quiet.
Right.
Because it wouldn't have made sense to me. I would have been just like, okay, yeah, it sounds Disney. But when you didn't have it, it made an impact on me anyway.
It did me too, because we sat there at Wilderness Lodge in the quiet.
Yes.
I think we were outside at Geyser Point.
Yeah.
And we were like, it's so quiet. And then they were doing training with one of the little Willy Wonka boats, and we heard the horn.
Yeah, it was it was like
it's the horn. You know,
the last day we were there, because we had 2 days of silence, and the last day we were there, and then all of a sudden the boats start we're going, oh my god, it's a boat.
Yeah.
Oh my god, honk honk. And we're like, wow. And then we saw the big ferry go across Bay Lake.
Yeah.
And we were like, now it feels like Disney.
Yeah, you don't realize how much sounds of places, or even like aromas of places, how much it really impacts your experience on things, you know, because when you go into Fantasyland and you hear the music, or you go into Tomorrowland and you hear the music, you know, there was like none of that.
And just a different
I'm
rides.
not even sure at Wilderness Lodge they had the music on.
I don't think they did,
because it was like quiet.
It was dead quiet.
It was weird.
It was weird.
It was
very
really, really weird. So yeah, like Emma said, then we started having some fun with our Sounds of Disney.
Yeah.
And we would do like cameos.
Yeah, where one of us would walk through, or both of us in different areas.
Yeah, but we wouldn't like wave to the camera or anything. It was just like you tried to blend in.
And yeah, and it's like act like you're watching. Oh, look at that! You know,
So that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
But for some reason, our Sounds of Disney videos just never
really
worked.
So
yeah,
that's all right.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But,
what else did we do that was kind of like
that wasn't so popular?
Yeah.
Lives from the park.
Well, that's because
we sucked.
Yeah. I don't think the lives were popular. People watched them, and we got lots of
terrible.
But we didn't like it because one time when I couldn't get my phone to orient the correct way, made me
it was stuck
mad.
in like
it was
portrait mode.
Yeah, instead of landscape, and it was like, and I could not get it to work.
Yeah.
And I was smoked my chips.
Smoked your chips. Because we were going down quite often. We were probably going down five to 6 weeks. 5 to 6 every 5 to 6
weeks. We were going like once a month almost.
Almost. So we're like, okay, everybody's starting to live stream from the parks. This is when it was kind of first, starting. So we're like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to buy a gimbal and we're going to live stream from the parks. And we were a hot mess.
Yeah. I mean, our first one was from Universal, actually. And
was it?
Yeah.
That was our first live from the park?
From a park, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was Universal. We tried it out at Universal.
I have to tell you guys.
And Kelly's like, I don't know where I'm going. Okay, first off, we were in Universal. First time
we'd ever been there.
In Universal.
Yes.
So we didn't know where anything was. We didn't know how the streets worked. We didn't know how any of the rides were. So
we didn't know where anything was.
I had to lead her like a blind person. Because
I'm trying to walk.
She's trying to walk
and like read the chat
as it's going, and I'm like she's like, I can't tell where I'm walking.
I can't
help me. So I'm like trying to lead her like a blind person so she doesn't fall off a curb or step in a hole or something.
It takes a lot to live stream from the park.
Oh, I got to give those guys props. I mean, like Mouse Talk, and
we did try going live and we did go live on Instagram a couple of times, and that did seem to work.
Yeah.
So that did seem. I thought I liked that better because I could hold the phone a little closer. Another thing that was hard for me when we had the phone on the gimbal trying to live stream from the park is if I want to read up close, I have to take my glasses off. So in order to read the chat on the phone, I had to have my glasses off, which means I could not see 10 feet in front of me. So I was a hot mess.
Could have got bifocals.
No. I mean, no. I'm not.
And when we did the sit down ones, that was good. Because I like when we did the sit down one from Old Key West. I like that one.
Right. The sit down lives are different.
And when we did the sit down live from California Adventure, that one was easy. And that one was cool.
Yeah. But then you gotta you hit these like dead zones with the signal, and it's difficult, that live streaming from the parks. So I think if we do have some plans to maybe bring back live streams from locations.
Yeah, but it won't be walking.
It won't be walking because walking and talking is really not for us.
I was actually geared up to do one from Norway, and then Kelly's like, it's 4:00 in the morning back home, and I'm like, what?
Oh, Pop's on his phone.
I mean, I already had my phone. I was putting in the description. I was just about to hit go live, and she goes, it's 4:00.
4:00 in the morning. I'm like, at home. Well, crap.
Because it was so cool, I wanted to share it because it was like really neat sailing into Olesund and stuff like that, and I just wanted you guys to share that.
Be there with us.
To share that with our peeps, and then it was like, holy crap, it's gonna be old news by the time they get up and watch this. Nobody's gonna be awake.
Right. It was a good thought.
Yeah.
But
we do what we do.
You gotta do what you do.
Yeah. So if it had been, streaming you guys in the UK, you would have got it like, an hour. It would have been an hour early, not versus, 8.
So now we have like 3 gimbals.
2.
Right, 2.
We have 2 gimbals.
We had 3.
No, we have 2.
Oh, okay.
2 phone gimbals and 1 camera that has that's a gimbal camera.
Yeah. So,
which let's talk about equipment. What have we gone through in equipment?
Holy cow, you guys!
My Lord.
They have one okay. So Yes, Anaheim Park Tourist says they have one gimbal and they don't like take it. Yeah, they're cumbersome.
It's kind of hard.
It's an art form.
It is
really.
And if you mastered the gimbals, then go you.
More power to you.
We actually, the first one I bought. Okay, we're here. We go. Equipment. First one I bought, gimbal. Okay, was one of the fancy ones that does almost everything for you and all this kind of stuff. And it was so complicated to work. I mean, if we tried it more often, it probably wouldn't have been. But I am kind of, and Kelly definitely is more of a start and go kind of person. Just want it to work right without too much tutoring, so to speak. So I got another one just in case. No, actually, I bought another one because we were going to split up and go.
That's right.
We were going to do the live from the
fireworks. When the fireworks were first coming back to the parks.
And
you were going to be at Epcot. I was going to be at Magic Kingdom.
So she was doing live from the Magic Kingdom. I was doing live from the Epcot. And so we bought another gimbal, and it was just a lot cheaper. It was like almost half the price of the first one. And you know what? We end up liking that one much better.
You bought the expensive.
I bought the expensive one. Yes, the Osmo 4.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
And it's very techie.
It's
very techie. And if
it's
you
not
like
for old people like us.
I'm not a techie person. I like stuff that works
point and shoot
with minimal amount of effort.
Yeah.
So then I bought the other one. I can't remember what it's called, but still it was like half the price of the Osmo. And I just got it because it was going to be the backup, but now it's like the main one. So if we ever use the gimbal on the phone anymore,
it'll be that one.
It'll be that one. And another thing that kind of pushes it away from the gimbal is we have cases on our phones.
Yeah, you got to take
the case off to put it on the gimbal because there's no room.
Right. Unless you have a phone like that's specifically for live streaming, which those that live stream from the parks might, I don't know.
Yeah, just so it has the case off already. And
right.
you just, but I don't like taking my case off and putting it back on, but I have to do that if I'm going to use the gimbal.
Chris and Melinda, hi.
Hi guys. Yeah, we give you props, dude, about your on the,
yeah, with the thing. Yeah, but Bob, he actually has this little strap.
I have a leash on mine.
Because you can hold it when you're like on the ride.
Yeah. That's why because if I was doing like a short and I didn't want to drop my phone in the water or wherever.
Oh. Okay, Jim says you can go live with the GoPro 10 without a gimbal. That just gives you an excuse to buy a new piece of equipment.
Well, I already was going to buy the GoPro 10. I told you I was going to do that before we go to one of our trips.
I know.
So I've been wanting to buy the GoPro 10, Jim, ever since I saw you. All right, first off, when we met you, and I talked about the GoPro 10. I bought the cover for the GoPro 10. I bought it right there sitting next to you.
Oh, they have the 9, he says.
Oh, you have the 9, but still it works the same. I bought it sitting right next to you when I was on Amazon while we were eating lunch.
Right. At the Tiki Terrace or whatever it's called right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for some reason, then our other camera, here we go, with the G7X. We love the G7X.
Yeah.
It is a wonderful, easy to use, beautiful. We have, look, here's 2.
We have 3 of these babies.
You know why we have 3 of these babies? Is because they start to malfunction after about a year.
Yeah.
The stabilization goes bad. The white balance starts to get crappy, and the autofocus starts to fail.
Right. Yeah, it was what do they call it at Trader Sam's at Disneyland? It's Tangaroa Terrace.
Yeah, Tangaroa Terrace.
Yeah, we were sitting outside. But yeah, we have 3 of these because I love them. They're easy.
They're small. You can put them in your pocket. They're point and shoot. The picture's great. Everything works so good. But the only thing is, it's a $700 camera that you have to replace every year.
Yeah. Which
we were doing. I guess maybe we were using too much, whatever. So
I don't know.
We went
doing
off
something to it.
Yeah. And I have a GoPro 7, a GoPro 7 Black, which is still going strong. Still works great. And then I have what else? I got
You have a Canon.
I have a Canon M50.
M50.
The M50 we use for when we're filming home vlogs because it has an awesome picture. The sound is amazing.
Right.
And I bought that right when the pandemic happened because we were going to be doing a lot of home sit-down vlogs. It's not good for parks because of the stabilization.
It's a
I would
little
have to get a
wobbly.
gimbal for that one, and that's like carrying one of those massive, like you're walking, you see people filming Hollywood features,
Right.
We're
So not that important.
No. And so I just use that for pictures because it takes amazing pictures. Some of the pictures you see at night when we do the montage at the end of the video came from that camera.
Yeah.
Because that camera takes the best
night pictures.
you've ever seen.
And then we bought a Sony ZV-1. So 1, 2, 3 G7. I'm going to answer your question right here in just a second, Chris and Melinda. 3 G7Xs, a ZV-1, a M50,
yes,
a GoPro.
yes.
Is that it? Oh no, and your Osmo Pocket 3.
Two. Osmo Pocket 2.
Which you've grown to love.
I have, and Jim, I'm going to tell you about that one because I know you wanted to know more about that one. Yes, you can get an extended warranty,
which we did on our third one.
Which we did on our third one, and we sent it in and had it fixed, and so we're using that one as a backup to the ZV-1.
Right. But because we had two ZV-1s, believe it or not. The first one we took on our Virgin cruise, we had the wide lens adapter on it, and it messed up the motor.
It would, yeah.
So the motor crapped. I mean, we'd only had it for like a couple of months, and the motor crapped out. So you would have to hold it upside down in order for the shutter to open,
and then put it up, backwards so to close
it. So you had to use gravity to open it,
close it because it couldn't do it on its own. The motor was like too weak.
So we bought that one at Best Buy with an extended warranty.
Yeah, but we didn't even have to use it. It was 3 months old.
Yeah, so we took it back. They just gave us.
They just replaced it,
and we got a new one. So fingers crossed. That one's going to be fine. We took that one with us to Norway, and it was great, except for the
white balance. But that's me. I said it wrong.
Yeah.
I have to redo the settings, so that's all my bad. But
so we have a boatload of equipment.
But like I said, 2 of those G7Xs are no good. They don't work. Okay, number 3, the GoPro. We use them for different things because the GoPro is great for rides. It's great for underwater. But the sound on it, ours, Jim's is great because I know theirs sounds good.
Ours sounds really
when
weird.
I go with a 10, it'll sound better, and it's awesome for walking. It's awesome for doing any kind of action stuff. Well, because it's an action camera, but the pictures never failed me except for in low light.
Right.
The GoPro was not the best in low light, so I was looking for another action camera because I can't get a hold of the camera. She holds it all the time. She won't let me use it.
That's why we ended up with so many cameras, is because he's like, I'm just going to get my own damn camera.
Yeah, because Kelly won't let me use it.
Because I'm a hog. I'm a camera hog now.
Yeah. So that's why, Jim, that's why I got the Pocket 2, was because the Pocket 2 is actually really good in low light. It actually works because you can set it. You can change the settings really easy on the front screen. It's so easy.
No, we're not techie, but we have all these cameras. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the other cool thing about the Osmo 2 is just like a GoPro 2, you suction it to the window on the airplane. Great airplane footage. Amazing airplane footage.
Yeah, and I control it with my phone from my seat. So I'm usually sitting on the aisle, and Kelly's or Kai are by the window, and I just stick it to the window, and I sit there with my phone, and I can make it go up, down, see, in, out, everything with my phone.
That's what's nice about that one, is it's got its own gimbal.
Easy.
Yeah, it's got
its own gimbal. It's great for walking. It just is not waterproof, so you can't take it to the beach.
Right.
So that's GoPro Pocket 2. GoPro, awesome in the water. Pocket 2, not so much.
Emma says we like it when you put it on the table and spin it around. I
know.
That too.
That's really cool. That's another thing I get to do. I get to do like a spin shot on the table. I set it on the middle of the table, and I can just do it with my phone, and it spins around and gets a shot of the whole room and everybody's sitting at the table.
Like if you hadn't been, like when we were on the Virgin cruise, you were playing with it. If you hadn't been playing with it, we wouldn't have seen Richard Branson.
No.
Well, we would have seen him with our eyeballs.
Because I was shooting behind me.
Yeah.
And I was just making it go. And that's when we saw him with the Pocket 2.
Because that's when we discovered we were having, no, we're not getting a drone.
No.
That's when we figured out we were having trouble with the ZV-1. We were sitting there and Bob's just playing with the Osmo 2, and Richard Branson comes walking through the pool deck on the other side. And I'm looking at him, and Bob's like messing with his camera, and I'm like, "Did you get that on camera?" And thank God you were playing with your camera.
I got it on camera. It was cool. Look, that's freaking Richard Branson.
Yeah. No, we're not going to get a drone. There are way too many.
There's too many drone. I mean, I love drone shots. I think it's awesome.
I mean,
But
drone shots are great.
There are so many restrictions here in the U.S. My son does drone work, and he actually had to get a license from the FAA. I mean, is it FAA? Yeah, FAA.
I think so, yeah.
From the FAA, take a flight test, the whole 9 yards, and then he's telling us how many restrictions there are. And there's people that actually own airspace that
Plus,
you
we
have
live
to get
very close to the Air Force
that
Academy.
you have to get permission to fly over these areas from this person that owns the airspace.
And we have a lot of trees.
But you get above the trees, and it's cool. But I think we're
leaving the drone to Emma and
enough
John.
issues with the cameras that we have.
We'd fly that sucker right into a tree, and then no.
Yeah, and it'd be or into a ditch or water or something. So we don't have water around here. We don't have to worry about that.
CAA, the test isn't too bad. Yeah, so there's I think you guys have less airspace restrictions in
Europe, England,
England and the UK.
Well, I know there's not any in Norway. They said so,
Yeah.
But here
it's like, a lot here.
You can't do anything. You have to get permission to do pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's our camera story. But then, of course, there's more.
But
when we started doing, sit down vlogs, we had have lighting. So I have two stand lights.
Forgot about that.
We have a light that we bought up here for the lights that go for this camera. Microphones. Hello, microphones. Okay.
It's a mess.
We're talking a plethora of electronic crap. How many computers have we gone through? This is our second computer here. And I bought this because of editing on and loading up stuff, on the road. Because, we save our SD cards. We save the footage on our SD cards. We have it their footage is saved in 3 different places, or 2 at least.
Right. And we put them all on these
put them on external hard drives. So I take it off so I had to buy all these adapters to work with that for this computer because it's a USB-C and these are USBs, and it's insane. The stuff you got to do.
I think there's a lot of YouTubers and vloggers out there that keep it very minimal and simple.
Yeah,
I don't know. We're gluttons for punishment.
We like to make it hard.
I think we do. I think we like to make it hard on ourselves, but I think we like, toys.
I like toys stuff. I like the toys.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the wires are great. No, it's not a cheap hobby, but it's fun. We love it.
I do. Yeah. And I actually like buying new toys too, because I can't wait to buy my GoPro 10 because I will. So
let's talk about something else that we tried that didn't work.
Okay.
Remember when we did monthly vlogs?
Oh. This is another birth from the pandemic.
So for a year?
Yeah.
A year. We vlogged a little bit every single day of the year. And then at the end of the month, some of you guys may remember, I would put it all together in a little 10-minute or less videos.
Yep.
Just
put all those little daily shots in there.
Those little daily shots. Most of them were Blaze in a box.
Doing his box thing.
But yeah, we only did that for a year. And then I was supposed to put the whole year together, and something happened. And I know, it's because that's when we changed from the editing software.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we changed from iMovie to Final Cut Pro 10, and I had started the video and we'd lost the whole video, and I was like, I'm not gonna recreate that. Yeah, it was fun for a while.
It was fun. It got a little, because there would be hey, did you film anything today? No, we had to get up. Sometimes I jump up out of bed and go film something.
Yeah, you'd have pajamas on, 10:45 at night, and we'd be like,
oh crap, we forgot to film something. We gotta jump out.
And then what are we gonna film? Okay, just go open the refrigerator and fill up your water bottle. That's it. It was messy sometimes.
I'm glad that you liked it, Melinda.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was, at first, the first couple of months, it was kind of exciting and kind of fun. Then it got to be work. It got to be a job.
Yeah.
But, it was cool. It was we look back on those and we just go, wow, you remember that? Wow. That's the reason we started this, is so we could look back on this stuff.
Right.
And say, what were we thinking? Or I love that, because I get more what were we thinking more than
okay, we're gonna dive into that. What were we thinking? We're going to talk about Vlogmas. Okay, those of you.
Okay, I'm going on record saying I never wanted to do this one.
No, we are not. We are not going to do Vlogmas. I don't even think we're going to do 12 Days of Christmas.
No.
Because it's just, it ends up just, you throw stuff together at the last minute.
I don't know. The best part of that one was our shots when we did the song in 12 Days of Christmas. I like that one. Because by the time we were done with that one, we were fun. We were having fun. By the time we got to the 12th day.
I had forgotten all about that we did the 12 Days of Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah. That one was
because we filmed the 12 Days of Christmas last year in one sitting. So those of you that haven't seen it, 12 Days of Christmas, we had 12 things. We take this song, on the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me, and then we
put our own little spin on it. What was it? Oh, we had a Sanasaurus Rex was number one.
Oh yeah, Sanasaurus
Rex was number one. Number two was 2 shots of vodka.
Yes.
So, when you sing it, you got to show everything. So
so you got to progressively
and then we got
add.
Yeah,
so we did that whole 12 Days of Christmas
in one sitting. And thank God we were smart enough to use water on a few of those.
And a few of the shots of vodka.
Because we probably had 5 or 6.
I think we had 6.
6 shots.
6 shots of
vodka.
So
by the 12th day of Christmas, you can hear the slurring.
Yes.
I don't remember what we were doing.
I don't know.
But that was fun. And if you want to see that goofy stuff, you can go back and watch it. It's in our Vlogmas.
God, some of the things we did.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
But some of the best ones.
And remember the kazoo Christmas?
I love
the kazoo band Christmas.
The kazoo band was my favorite one. That was my favorite.
It was terrible.
It was horrible and I loved it.
It was so bad. It was funny.
Yeah. I loved it.
Here you can see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can probably feel it too.
Yeah. It was good times though.
Yeah, those were good times.
Those
were good times. So no, I don't think we're gonna do Vlogmas this year.
No, we may do 12 Days of Christmas.
I don't know.
Did
you guys like a 12 Days of Christmas this year?
We might have to do that.
We could do the 12 Drinks of Christmas.
We could. Oh wow.
That would be good.
We'd have to film that in like 3 sittings.
Yeah.
We'd do 4 drinks a day.
Yeah.
And then we'd be
maybe 4 sittings.
4 sittings, 3 drinks a day.
Yeah.
We might do the 12 drinks of Christmas.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That would be a good one.
I think we could manage that.
Yeah. But we can't do, what's the 12th one? 12 shots of peppermint vodka?
That's something, I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to sort that one out.
Big barf city. Anyway, we'll figure it out. We'll do something.
Figure it out.
Anyway. So yeah, there was our, equipment, our,
So what? Okay, over the past, we've been doing YouTube for 4 years.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
What was your favorite trip?
Norway.
Was it Norway?
So far. I mean, Norway, if we hadn't done Norway, we'll just leave Norway out because that's just brand new. My best favorite trip was our first Gran Destino trip by ourselves.
Okay.
That was just 2 quick days. That trip was amazing. I loved that trip.
That was a fun trip.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was the first time we stayed at the Gran Destino, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah. We went down just for it was a date weekend. Basically. Yeah. It was our first day at the Gran Destino and we loved it.
Yeah. That was my favorite vlogging trip.
Yeah. Gosh, there've been so many. It's really hard for me to pick one. I'm gonna say, I think so far, if we don't count Norway, which it was amazing, I think one of my favorites was our May trip with Em and John, because we were there for.
Oh yeah.
We were there for a week with Em and John. We did the fireworks cruise. We did some amazing stuff. You guys played golf. That was a great week. I think that was probably, one of my favorites.
Well, I got lots of favorites. You
I do
said what
too,
was
yeah,
my
it's
very
really- it's
favorite.
really
Was my very
hard.
fa- I mean, Emma and John, would be like, top 2.
Yeah.
Uh,
That one and the one when we went down for Christmas and stayed at Fort Wilderness.
Oh, that one was-
decorated the golf
that one-
cart.
And you know what? Those were the simplest trips too, because we just decorated a golf cart. We drove around Fort Wilderness. I love that. That was so fun.
Bob does not look good without a beard. I'm just telling you, I don't like his face without a beard.
No.
It looks weird, like your chin disappears.
I know.
When you don't have
It's not cool.
It is really hard to pick a favorite.
Yeah, because we do got a lot of. I have a ton of favorites. You can say, "What's your favorite this year? What was your favorite in 6 months?" And
right. And our Virgin Cruise was.
Our Virgin Cruise was awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
we're lucky. We're super lucky.
We're super lucky.
Super lucky to have been able to do all these things for the past 4 years and have you guys be interested in coming along with us and following along with us. We're just very fortunate.
We are.
To have, just to live your life and do what you want to do and have people go, you're cool enough to follow
I think I'll watch you again.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, cool.
Yeah, because we started vlogging just to kind of remember our trips.
Yeah, and I just figured because I'm cheap, but as you see, I spend a lot of money on other things.
Because I make you.
But
it's all my fault.
No, it's not, because I'm the one that always buys equipment. You're like, you're getting another camera. She looks at me like, she goes, what? Why? That's why I haven't bought the 10 yet, is because she's like, why are you buying the 10? You just got the Pocket 2. And I'm like,
but I'm always like, so I've been doing some research.
Oh yeah, then she comes up and then says, this is why I haven't bought the Pocket 10, is because she's like,
I've been thinking
we could do this. I was online on the Disney website and we could do. And then it was like, she was the one that found the Virgin Cruise.
Yeah, it was. Disneyland Paris. So Jerry says, went to Disneyland Paris. You should stream there so I can see it again. I would love to go to Disneyland Paris someday.
It's on our list.
It's on the long-term list.
Yeah.
Probably not anytime
I think
soon,
it's going to be getting closer because we're really starting to get the bug to go overseas.
Yeah.
Because, and like I said, people, if you're in here now, we're doing a live stream next week on Sunday, and we're going to be talking, comparing cruises to the parks.
To the American parks.
Yeah. The ones that we know. And you're going to hear some stuff that is we're looking forward to doing other things.
And why? Why we're maybe going to pivot just a little bit for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah. Our first love is always the parks. But
yeah,
we gotta, there's certain things that we just need to stretch our horizons.
Right. I think it's time, for us to kind of add in some new things.
Right.
And see some new places. And I would love to go to Disneyland Paris, even if it's just for, what does it, Em and John say? You could probably do it in 2 or 3 days. Yeah,
I do. I want to visit every park in the world. I want all of them. So, and someday, because I would love to, somebody asked me, one of my clients asked me this yesterday, because I am not a long trip kind of person. I don't like long trips. And they said, what would get you to do a long trip? And I said, this would get me to do a long trip. It would be going over to Tokyo and doing all 3 of those parks close together. I could do 3 days in Shanghai, 3 days in Tokyo, and maybe 1 day in Hong Kong.
I think if you're going to fly all the way over there, you kind of almost have to
bundle them together. And they're not that far apart. They're with hours of each other flying. So I would that would get me there another 10-day or 12-day vacation.
But that's the long road.
That is a long road. That is probably, but you know what you say, you put it out there and
you put it out there
and then comes.
You put that energy out there and see what happens.
So I'm putting it out there, and that one is going to be an awesome trip. And I'm thinking it will happen.
But I'm thinking realistically, if for a foreign Disney park, I think Paris is the most realistic.
Yeah, Paris is probably the one that will happen first.
The nice individual seats. They were very nice. Yeah. My travel agent. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to tell you this. Flying first class overseas overnight flight was a bucket list item for me. It was a huge bucket list item for me. It was great, but in hindsight, I've talked to Em and John about this, and I've talked to Bob about this. To spend the amount of money that we did on a one-night flight compared to 7 nights having a balcony on our cruise, I feel like
she kind of sold herself short.
I kind of sold myself a little short. The seats were great. It was fantastic. I got that experience off my bucket list, checked it off. If I were to do it again, I would sit maybe in economy plus and then spend the extra money on a balcony because I missed having a balcony.
But the price of those tickets ate up the amount of money it took to get a balcony.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to pick one or the other.
Yeah. I think premium economy is a nice compromise.
Yeah, because we flew back premium economy and
great.
I loved it. It was an awesome seat, and it was comfortable and it was just as long a flight as it was going over. And I thought this was plenty comfortable for me because actually when we did the lay down, it was like sleeping on the floor.
Well, those in particular weren't super comfortable.
It depends on the plane you're on.
It depends on the plane.
Because Kelly did it on the British Airways and she had a much better experience.
It was great. Yeah. If I could afford that, I would do that all the time. But for that particular trip, I think if I were to do that trip again, and allocate money either, hey, Disney Baker, how you doing? Good to see you. Halftime. I know it is football day, isn't it?
Yeah. I told her that when she scheduled it.
I know.
There's football today.
It's okay. Yeah, upper class is great, but it is very expensive. And I'm glad that we got to do it. I checked it off my bucket list. I don't have to do it every time. We could have taken that same amount of money and put it towards a balcony.
Yeah, and we could have got a balcony room on the cruise ship.
On our cruise, because we had an inside room for the Norway cruise, and it was still great because we were on the Norway cruise.
This is Miss FOMO. She's afraid she's gonna miss something.
Yeah.
So and if she's in an inside stateroom, she can't see out and like, what's going on?
Yeah. So anyway, Jerry says the dragon in the moat area by the castle is so cool. I know, I've seen that on vlogs. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
So maybe in the next couple of years we might be able to just
go over there. And
there's some other things in Europe that I really would like to see. Leave my FOMO sister alone. I am like the FOMO queen.
Yeah, she's not a sister. She
rules
the FOMOs.
I know. I'm terrible at the FOMO. It's bad. It's an illness.
It is. She needs a support
I need
group.
Therapy.
She needs a support group.
I do.
Hi, my name's Kelly and I have FOMO. And then as everybody else in the group would say, well, we don't, but we were afraid we missed something, so we came.
The FOMO pin king. There's so many pins. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I get it.
I love the pins. Yeah. I do. I love the pins.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty bad at the FOMO. But
so anyway, Paris will do, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure that's very attainable in the next
couple of years. Yeah. We have a pretty full schedule for this year. Coming up
with our work business, we have to schedule our trips almost a whole year in advance. So we kind of fill up. And now that, like I said earlier, now that Kaya's in high school, we kind of have to
we got to work around her school
schedule until she starts to drive.
Yeah. Which is
year and a half, I think. So until then, we're going to kind of be doing stuff just a little bit differently or not as frequently.
We're going to probably take longer, not as frequent trips. That's, and then we'll have to throw in some filler between the ones because this is
because I get twitchy.
Yeah.
When we don't travel, I get twitchy.
I like to say her butt starts to twitch. She starts to do this. And then and here's what's death is when there's nothing to do at work. I'm working. She's not because she's in between clients and she's on the computer.
Where could we go?
And I just know that if there's like an hour or two stretch between her people, I'm going to hear, we can do this.
So what would you think of?
Yeah.
I've been looking at.
And then
let me run this past you.
And I'm just thinking,
oh God,
here we go.
There goes my GoPro 10.
My GoPro 10 is gone. I can't deal with this.
Yeah. I mean, should we even just talk for a really quick minute about how we're able to travel so much?
Oh, we
'Cause
find lots of
people-
hacks.
People might be curious. We
Yeah.
are not independently wealthy.
We're just irresponsible.
We did not win the lottery. We've done some things with our lives in our lifestyle that enable us to travel instead of
do
other things.
We have one car.
We have one car.
We share a
between
car
us
because we had to, but
yeah.
we used that other car payment for travel expenses.
Right. And plus my older son, Dre, he lives with us. He pays rent. So his rent money basically goes into our travel fund.
Yep.
So that is what helps us a lot. With our business credit card, we get
lots of miles for because
'cause
we
all of
fly
our-
basically Southwest exclusively because we have a Southwest card. So we get a lot of our flights are paid for by points. We also get companion pass every year.
So we utilize a lot of those things in order for us to be able to travel, because a lot of people go, oh my gosh, how are you able to do that? Because it's expensive.
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
Yeah.
We stay DVC whenever we possibly
yeah, we bought
can.
DVC and which was paid out over 10 years. I'm still paying on that. It's
Still
like
paying.
5 years. It's it's like a car payment.
Yeah.
But that means we get to stay, we got hotels paid for at Disney because we're DVC. We get discounts because we're DVC. We got discounts on annual passes. You buy annual passes. If you go to Disney more than 4 or 5 days, you need an annual pass because it's going to cost you the same for that 5-day park hopper ticket.
Right.
So we do the hacks. I sign up for pretty much every app that's a travel app because we go through Hertz. And when we rent cars, we get Hertz. We get points for Hertz. We get to pick, even though we reserve a little compact car, we get to go pick any of them in the certain area,
and
they're not necessarily compacts. They're like SUVs, they're trucks, they're everything. We get a better choice because we're gold members.
So we do spend a lot of time working the system.
We do work the system a lot.
And like I said, I think with us cutting down to one car, between the two of us, that saves us a bunch of money.
That saves a bunch of money. You save insurance, you save maintenance, you save
gas,
car payment, gas.
Yeah. So,
and
in case you guys were curious how we do it, I mean, it's
it's kind of work.
It is kind of work, but also we're fortunate in a way that we are. If I stop buying comic books, it depends on how expensive your comic books are, Chris.
I mean, I have a nasty Starbucks
You do have a nasty Starbucks
it's
habit.
like, if I stop doing Starbucks, we can go to Disney at least once a year.
For like 10 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, in case you guys were wondering how we do it, I was going to say, because of our jobs, too, we own a salon. We're the only two that work in the salon, and we work in the salon. So we are both massage therapists and hairdressers. So we do make tips. All of the cash tips that I receive go straight into travel fund.
Yeah.
Like I don't even touch it. It goes straight into travel fund. So that also helps with our travel expenses, so there's just
we have other things that
that we do just in order for us to be able to travel.
We take a portion of our check and we stick it in the travel fund, and of course that's just how it rolls.
Yeah. So that's how we do it.
Yeah.
It's not like we're, spending, I mean,
we spend a lot of money. Don't get us wrong.
We do spend a lot of money.
But we have, we save in other ways.
Yeah, there's things in our house that haven't been fixed because we travel instead.
Yeah, it's like I'm surprised we haven't moved into a smaller house. But
But we also got a good deal on.
We got a good deal on a house, so it was like we bought it from Kelly's dad, and we got a really good deal. So, that's what helps us too, because otherwise we'd be spending more money on a house.
Yeah.
And stuff. So we just got lucky.
We got lucky, and we decided that that's what we were going to do. We love to be able to travel and see things, and
we don't want to do it when we're too old.
Yeah, we're going to do it while we can, and we're glad that you guys want to come along with us. And share those experience with us. And Jerry says we can spend as much money as we want. Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks, Jerry. So at least you don't have to, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm cool with that. We make it work.
We do.
We
do.
And and it helps a little bit. YouTube, we started, once we got monetized, we're making a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. So we were able to fly first class on Virgin because this is a funny story. It's not really funny. It worked in my benefit. My mom and dad bought a new car. My sister needed a car, so my dad gave my sister my mom's old car. My dad is a CPA. He's an accountant. He's very fair.
Very fair.
Extremely fair.
Yes.
Everything's even. So he gave my sister my mom's old car. He gave us a check that equaled the amount of the car
Yep.
that my sister got. And he said, go do something fun with this money. Do it. Just go do something fun. I want you to just have a good time. So that's why we decided to splurge on our upper class seats for the trip to Norway. So, it's just little things like that enable us to do stuff. So we're just really lucky.
Yeah. And Kelly's dad's really generous.
He's extremely generous. So yeah, that's how we can do stuff.
Yeah.
And
it didn't hurt. My mom passed away, left me some money. We use that.
So yeah, that's, in case you were wondering.
Yeah.
If you weren't wondering, now you know.
But we do work hard too. We do work hard.
Yeah, my dad does rock. My dad is super cool.
He is super cool.
Yeah. I'm a lucky gal.
Yeah, because he sent her and her sisters. I mean, her and her sister and mom to Europe, all on him.
Yeah.
He paid for the whole thing.
So thanks, Dad, if you're watching.
Yeah, he didn't ask me if I wanted to go. He just sent them. So.
I love you. How many DVC points would that have been?
Not very many. Depends on where you buy them from. The 8,000.
I don't understand the question.
I don't
understand the question. Can you please rephrase your question? Anyway, yeah. I'm going to wait for Chris and Melinda to reformulate their question.
Reformulate their question.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna not talk now since are you mute?
Just gonna wait.
Gonna mute her?
Yeah.
Mute. Anyway, wait it out.
The check you got.
Probably about.
It depends on resale or.
Let's see. I used my mother's money to buy resale for
Beach Club.
And it was 100 points, and it was 14 grand.
So we probably would have got 50 points.
Probably
50, 60 points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because we have 2 DVC contracts already. We have our original we bought at Polynesian.
Yeah, that was
120 points. We bought direct, and then we bought a resale contract
using the money my mom did.
And we actually were thinking about selling our Beach Club contract.
Yep.
It was on the market for a while.
Yep.
And didn't sell.
Nope.
So we decided to keep it for a bit. So
we're going to use that for other things like the Alani.
Yeah, we're just going to save those points for a little while. We kind of have that philosophy is if it doesn't sell, it wasn't meant to sell.
Yeah, if it's hard,
don't do it. Yeah, if it's hard, don't do it. If it's too complicated or if there's things
that applies to everything but cameras.
Yeah. If there are things in the universe that are stopping you from doing something, it's not meant to be at the moment.
So just drop back 5 punt. So
yeah, we almost did. If we had gotten a decent offer on our Beach Club contract, we would have sold it. But we're hanging on to it.
We're hanging on to it.
So we weren't really in the market to buy any more DVC points.
I wasn't really all that sold on selling it anyway. So
well, then you may have energetically stopped that.
It's possible. You weren't either.
Maybe about 20-25%.
Yeah. See.
But you put it out there.
It just wasn't time yet. So
yeah, it just wasn't time yet.
Eventually, if we don't sell it, big deal.
Yeah.
We'll use the points.
Yeah. So
we'll use them somewhere.
We will.
Mm-hmm.
We will. So probably should wrap this puppy up, huh?
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Just want to say again, thank you
guys so much
for all you guys for being with us through our successes and failures, because we do have more of those, I think, than we don't.
It's not failures. It's
learning experiences.
Or not so successful, or trial and error. Yeah.
Anyway,
thought about selling our poly points. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, it's like Old Key West is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So now
we've grown to love Old Key West.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, we really have.
So anyway, thanks, guys. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for being with us on our journey.
Thank you for supporting us.
That's one of the best parts about this is just you. You people are the best part.
The people that we've met in the park. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah. Of course, Emma and John. like we would not have met Em and John without doing
Right.
this, and we cannot
Chris
live
and
without them. Chris and
Melinda,
Melinda, we met you in the
Jim
parks.
and Crystal.
Jim and Crystal. We
haven't
didn't
met
get to meet Crystal.
We met
Jim.
Crystal online, but we
Yeah.
haven't met Jim and Crystal.
And we've met, of course,
Melinda and
Chris and Melinda, and
yeah.
we have met Justin, our friend Justin, interesting, and we have met
several people. Dan used to watch us.
Dan's Video Mosaic and
may
the
still-
Hemp Hills.
the Hemp Hills.
Yeah, lots and lots
So
of people.
We've really had been fortunate just to meet people
and made a lot of great
Yes.
friends.
Yes.
That's the best part
yes.
is the community.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Imagine not knowing. I know, because now you guys are so stuck with us.
Oh my God. It's like, I don't even want to tell you.
We have years of vacations in the works.
Yes,
with
we
Em
do.
and
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
They're stuck with us like gum on their shoe. Yeah.
Which is not necessarily a good thing.
I know.
But anyway.
Yeah, we love you guys a bunch. Thank you for being here for
Yes,
us.
and thank you for everybody who's become a member. That really helps us
It
a
does.
lot.
Yeah.
You know, so we can do this stuff.
Yeah.
'Cause, like I said, we're just irresponsible. We ain't rich.
Nope.
Anyway.
Living life.
Yeah.
Right? All right.
Well, you can't take it with you.
You
You come into
cannot.
this world without anything, you're going to leave this world without anything. So what the heck? You
Yeah.
know, and I already told my kids
Bye, Nick. Bye, everybody. Thank you guys so much for spending some
That
of your Sunday with us.
I'm spending their inheritance.
Yeah.
So
Okay. All right.
That's
We
all
love
there
you
to-
guys.
yes, we do.
Thank you so much for everything.
Yes. And join us next week.
Yeah.
Next week's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
And not that this one
Some
wasn't.
interesting stuff to say.
Yes, we do.
Okay. Love you guys. Take care. We will
Bye.
see you soon. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Yeah. Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.